Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Kenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, and basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Line gets set. First down. Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
It's complete to the left. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Red pass, it's complete. Turns it on in midfield. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. Quick handoff. Shakes off the tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Now on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, getting 5 on that one.
So as a defense, do I load the middle where they can run the football, up the gut and really come attack me downhill right now? Or do they hit me with a jet sweep? It's really tough to play defense when you got to defend both, and you gave up the first down around the outside.
To the ground with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. This time he's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Tar Heels are on the move. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for the big play. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The offense set for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
Hornet. Gaucho. Cross. Dino. Timber.
On 3rd down, going up top. Keeps looking downfield. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Skips away from pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback checking off.
Terrier.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Had to get rid of it quickly. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown.
Griffin. Timber.
Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Smith takes the handoff. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Calls his own number. The Bears brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the move. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Steps away. Fires downfield. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Look at this defense. Shoulders sagging, tongues hanging out. 13 plays they've endured from this offense. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Anderson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll immediately call timeout. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He finds his man. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. We're down to 12 seconds to go before halftime. As they take over first and 10, they'll need to move quickly. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going to try to get it himself. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of...
Picked off! Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
A first down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback keeper bulldozes his way through. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown Bears! And that one will put him up here the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, North Carolina, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they tried to catch the defense napping. They're 3rd and short on their own side of the 50, and everyone's thinking run. They go pass, but the defense wasn't fooled, so the QB's just got to throw that one away.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground, relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. The Bears are marching down the field. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Hard-hitting tackle.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UNLV looks like the best show on the Vegas Strip right now. What a dazzling offensive showcase. They're up by 24 over Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Brings up 2nd down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the move. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, North Carolina.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
On the play. Now, a 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Baylor 17, North Carolina.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Tar Heels racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
On second down, looking again to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking deep. And he's got it inside the 20. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
North Carolina.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's got it on the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Smith. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. The back goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
The jet sweep pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
31, North Carolina, 14.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
This one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Quarterback checking the play. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Motion from the offense. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to throw it. Quarterback adapted. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Gaucho, Gaucho. Arrow.
Wide receiver now comes in motion.
Tuna.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Get set, get set. Ready,
They'll give it to him again. It's a fumble. And the offense will get it back, and they'll also get the win.